So I'm standing alone. I'm 18 years old, and I'm wondering, how did I get here? And most important, it wasn't my choice. See, I was born and raised in Quito, Ecuador, to an American Jewish father and a beautiful Spanish Catholic mother. Very interesting combination. One thing that we did every summer is we would come to the United States and spend our vacation here in the States with my family, my grandparents. What I did not know was that this vacation was going to change my life. My dad and I were hanging out by the pool, having a good time. And he looks at me, he goes, "Shanna," "Yes, Dad?" "Your mother and I, we love you very much. You know that, right?" "Yes, Dad, of course I know that." "Well, because we love you so much, we have decided that you're not going to continue this vacation with us. Instead, we have enrolled you in college here in the States." I'm a little bit in shock, and I'm looking at him. He sees that I'm in shock. So he continues, "Don't worry, we met some really nice people. They will get you all squared away and set up." And then I'm going, "So where am I going?" And he says, "Starkville, Mississippi, Mississippi State University." Mind you, I've never heard of that town. So he sees me, he goes, "Let me show you." And he pulls up the map, and he's looking at it, and he's looking at me, and he goes, "It appears the Starkville is too small. It doesn't have a dot on the map." The next few days went like a blur. There was shopping, there was shipping, and there was saying my goodbyes. And before I knew it, I was on my way to Mississippi State University. And that's how I end up in the lobby of Mississippi State, wondering, how did I get here? Fortunately for me, my roommate was true Southern hospitality. She took me under her wing, and she showed me around. But people say there's culture shock. So I'm going to share with you 3 little stories that I think you'll find very interesting. The first time I went out to eat, I asked for a hamburger. In Ecuador, we get a hamburger. You ask for a hamburger, you get a hamburger. Here, they gave me a list of all possible toppings that can go on a hamburger. I was very proud because I knew English. I grew up bilingual. I did not know Mississippian. Totally took me by surprise. For the next week or two, whatever they said I wanted, I would just say yes, because I didn't know what else to say. I learned. On another occasion, my clothes were piling up. So I told my roommate, "When is the cleaning lady coming?" She looked at me, and she said, "Grab your clothes. We're going to go find her." I grabbed my clothes. We walked down the stairs of the dorm, and I walk into a room full of washers and dryers. She says, "Here's some detergent. Here's some quarters. You just met her." I'm in front of washers and dryers. I did learn how to do my laundry, and I learned to embrace the color pink, because whites and colors do not match. The funniest of all my stories, one summer my friends decided that we were going to spend the summer in Washington, D.C. It would be such a good thing for me to experience, especially because July 4th we were going to spend at the Capitol. They kept on telling me that we were going to spend July 4th at the mall. I kept on wondering, why was I going to go shopping on July 4th? And how are we going to watch the fireworks? Well, when I got there, I figured it all out. After college, I did what I thought was what I needed to do. I found a job. I met someone. I got married, bought the house, had the kids, and lived happily ever after. Unfortunately, the ever after part didn't last as long as I thought. And I found myself again alone, thinking to myself, how did I get here? But see, here's the thing. This time, it was my choice. It wasn't my father's choice, it wasn't my friend's choice, and it wasn't my husband's choice. It was mine. I could choose to grab my kids, turn around, and go home, or I can choose to grab my kids, look up, look straight, and move forward, and walk into the unknown. That's what I chose. But I was still alone. I was here. I was in Richmond, but I was still alone. And I figured that if I was alone, how many other women were needing that connection, that feeling of empowerment and strength? Hence the birth of Fab Women, a place that we've created, building a community of women that come together, that embrace life, that are authentic, and they learn from each other so that we can grow both personally and professionally. So looking back, from a scared 18-year-old in a brand new country, thousands of miles away from where I was raised, to the proud owner and founder of Fab Women, this has been a fabulous journey, and it continues to be. So I'm going to leave you with this. Next time you are in that place wondering, how did I get here? Remember, the choice is yours. What will it be? Thank you.